welcome back to Wet Lions. You join me, Ian Baker, on another 48-hour session. We're on somewhere new this week. We're on a lake called TRICKLEBROOK Fisheries down in Tunbridge. I think there's 2 or 3 lakes in here, definitely 2. I'm on the old lake. If you fished this one before, there's got the old lake as you first enter, and then new lake, which I think is just up there. I've never fished that one before, obviously. And yeah, we're on old lake, 48 hours. Like I say, I've never been here before, so it's quite exciting. It's 9:30 on a Saturday morning, and I've already got all 3 rods out. I think this may be a personal record. 1 that I'm using 3 rods, and 2 that I've got them out so quickly. I mean, I used 3 rods for the first time on my last session, but you know, we didn't catch nothing, so whatever. But yeah, so if you fished here before, I'm kind of 3/4 of the way down on the road side of the lake, just on the edge of a willow, which I'll spin around and show you in a minute the swim we're in. But yeah, I don't know a great deal of obviously what works here, what doesn't work here. I know there's a fair few 30s according to their website in here. I'm not sure about 40s, can't remember. If you know any different, let me know. But I've seen a few 30s on their Facebook page from here, so that'd be a nice touch, wouldn't it, if I catch one of them on my first trip? But you never know, it's all a lot of luck. So yeah, I'll spin the camera around, we'll show you what we're working with. A lot of these swims on this bank are quite narrow and small because of the walkway. Didn't think I'd fit my bivvy in here, but there's actually a couple of them that go back a bit more, so it's actually a lovely swim. Appear to have some AstroTurf stuff down as well, which is ideal. But anyway, let me spin this camera and I'll show you what's going on. So as you're looking, this is what I'm looking at from the biv. This is the swim. I say we've got some nice AstroTurfy looking stuff laid down here, so we are due a spot of rain tomorrow, so that'll help out. So that's what we're working with. This is the visuals on the swim. They've got a bit of access to the open water out there. Also got a willow tree here, so we can go quite nice and tight over the margins, or we can hit the left margin. There's quite a lot of options from this swim at the minute. But at the minute we've gone pretty random. We've put a pop-up at an open water, and then 2 natural looking coloured wafters. One just off the willow, and one just in this narrow stretch here. I haven't been out of lead about yet. I'll do that a bit later because I need to put new line on my spod reel, because a long time ago I bought some fairly expensive braid and it's absolutely garbage. I think it's Corda stuff and it snaps, it don't knot. I lost my spod last time. It's garbage, so I've ended up buying some random stuff off Amazon for like £6 already. Looks lovely, much tighter, thicker, beautiful. So we need to get that on the new rod, on the new reel. We need to get that on the reel, and we'll probably have a little bit of a plumb around a bit later, see if I can find me some clear spots and go from there. But for now, got 3 rods out by 9:30. That's an achievement for me. Fingers crossed we get some carp. So I won't lie to you, I'm on a solid blanking session right now. I think I've been fishing 4 or 5 times, maybe 4, blanked them all. I know some people might say, get yourself down a bit more of a runs water, get on some actual fish, get your confidence back, but I'm not confident, just not had any luck. Easy now. And I'll be honest, I'd much rather come here, catch one mid-20, mid to high double 20, whatever, than go to some other lake and catch like 5 10-pounders. So fingers crossed we get a fish this time. So yeah, stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, stick around, and if you're not new here, welcome back, and yeah, thanks for sticking with us. But for now, stay tuned, and hopefully we get ourselves a fish this time. See you in a bit. Rightio people, update, nothing's happened. Second update, I'm feeling pretty confident, pretty excited that something might happen soon. We've put the baits out, hooked rigs out in new spots, different baits on, 2 of them on snowman rigs, so with a M-blend hook bait, so ground bait, and then a little wafter on top of them, little yellow ones, different on each one. Spotted out a little bit around 2 of them, which are quite close to each other, and there's quite a bit of fish activity knocking about there at the minute. Feel like it's the calm before the storm. Literally, there is meant to be a storm tomorrow, but in this case, just feeling very carpy right now. Just hoping that I fancy a bit of what's on my hook, but at the minute, as I say, it's got me quite excited. Or I can almost guarantee you, my next update will be, oh yeah, nothing happened, but fingers crossed, it's looking interesting. We put an M-blend hook bait on the bottom there. and then capped it off on one of them with a cold water green beast wafter, little yellow wafterage. So that's on one as a snowman, and the other one the same bottom bait, and then a pear drop pop-up, because it's quite a small pop-up. It's only, what is it, 12 mil. They're quite small, so it's tested it out in the bucket and it works a treat. So hopefully something comes of this. It's getting me quite excited. The other rod, we've just chucked that out. Didn't bait up around that one at all. That is literally just a Ronnie rig with a bait not to hand. It's a proper vibrant purpley pink pop-up. We're just trying to see what they're like here. We've gone for natural colours, we've gone for bright colours, trying to gauge what are they in the mood for right now. At the minute it's nothing, but like I say, there's quite a bit more activity in my swim at the minute, so we're getting pretty excited. So stick around, and hopefully next time you see me I'll be pulling in a whale. So people, little update for you. We've just moved swims. Never done that probably before in my life. That may sound ridiculous to you, but I'm quite lazy. Once I'm comfy. But I haven't caught fish. Sick of blanking. We've moved, and I'll show you why. Check this. Bush. See that sandy bar right there? See that fish? Yeah, we've moved down the swim. And yeah, we're now fishing 2 rods on that bar. On the right hand corner of it, or right hand end of it. And then just another one down in the close margins, because 2 other people on this lake have caught fish and they've both been from their close margins. So yeah, we're pretty excited now. We've gone from absolutely no indication of fish, nothing ever happening at all, and now got me a little bit excited just that I know I'm fishing where there are fish. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed I get myself a fish now, because wiring him out there, you saw it was quite a unit. I could do with that. So yeah, stay tuned, and fingers crossed I'll get myself one. See you in a bit. Was.
Just lost it.
Come off right there.
Oh no. Where did you get that from?
The right hand side of the bank. It got caught in this line, I think. Well, definitely.
Was it on top of it or in front
No,
of it?
just like the back right of it.
Oh right.
We got it to about here. And I think you got caught up too much in this one. It's come off. It's depressing.
No, it's a bite though, isn't it?
This is true. Well, that's depressing. That is massively depressing.
Say something that will make my day, 'cause these memories of her won't go away. They're haunting me so I can't sleep. She was a pretty little liar who cut me deep, 'cause she left me here alone. Now my bed like cobblestone. Oh, why did she go?
Right people, ideally I'd love to drown my sorrows right now with a nice cider, but I didn't bring any. So, we're still going to have cider of the sesh. This is from a few trips ago, back in June or July even, when it was roasting hot, and again, we blanked. So here we go, from earlier in the year, an unseen cider of the sesh.
Cider of the sesh.
So, today's an absolute stinker, mate. It is ridiculously hot. So I've gone and cracked out the side of the sesh nice and early while it's still cold. Now, I don't think anyone's suggested this one. This one was, I was in the shop, and the viewer actually suggested it to me when I was in there, so we went for it. And I think on a recent episode, Tony and Mick may have done a different flavour of the same company, so they've gone for the other one. But today, I've got Brothers Pink Grapefruit. Now that sounds a bit of me for numerous reasons. Grapefruit, pink, sounds fruity. Sounds a bit of me. Doesn't smell like a cider, it's boding well. We've got pink grapefruit cider, made by 4 brothers in Somerset. Yeah, right, we know all the history behind these people. Pink grapefruit is a refreshing mix, delivering a sweet citrus edge with a zesty burst of flavour. Be curious and taste the unexpected. Ooh. Serve chilled over ice. I don't have ice, and it's gluten free. But this is probably the coldest cider of the sesh I've done because it's actually still nice and cold. So yeah, this is Brothers Pink Grapefruit. Let's give it a go. The fizz level's not too bad, it's not too aggressive. The taste isn't massively strong though. Oh no, here it comes. Let the palate approve. 4% volume, standard. Born in the field of Somerset. That's not bad actually. Fizz, not too aggressive. Flavour is there. It's not too punchy. It's not too strong, but it's all right. It's quite a smooth one actually. Yeah, that's not bad that. I mean, if I was to say, does it taste massively grapefruity? Not really. Fruity? Yeah. Nice? Yeah. It's a nice, smooth cider. I like that one. This one will be getting drunk. Normally I don't like them and Tony drinks them all. But yeah, so for this week's cider of the sesh we had Brothers Pink Grapefruit English cider, and yeah, I like it. Now again, I still prefer Crane's, all of theirs. It's going to take something to beat a Crane cider for me. Fizz level, the smoothness, the flavours. Crane so far is by far the best one. But this is a pretty tasty one. And that was cider of the sesh. If you've got any suggestions, I know we've got a few and I will get to them. Drop us down a comment in there. We're looking for some rogue ones. I know this wasn't particularly rogue, but I was in a shop, a subscriber or a viewer saw me. Already that was an awkward moment. And I was like, boom, try this one. Alright, there you go, Brothers. Pink grapefruit, pretty decent. If you've got any other suggestions, drop it down in the comments. I'll add it to the list. I'm an alcoholic now with a list of alcohol. And we'll get it on cider of the sesh. But for now, that was cider of the sesh. Cheers.
Cider of the sesh.
Rightio people. Starting to think it might be one of them sessions, but we're going to hope not, because I just had another ripping take on the rod. I was already standing out here by it, struck into it, gone. So we've had about an hour of absolute torrential downpours, heavy rain. We're going to look at that as a positive. Pumping all kinds of oxygen in that lake. Not that they need it, it's not exactly hot, but it ain't doing no harm, a bit of rain. It's looking quite active out there. You know, hopefully it stays dry for the rest of the evening, I ain't got to worry about that. But same rod, same kind of place. I was just stood there looking at the rods thinking, oh, it'd be lovely if it went off right now, and boom, it did. Bang, gone. But I'm going to look at that again as a positive. And I put the effort in to move to this swim because I saw the fish, and fishing at the fish. I've essentially partially hooked 2 fish, one emotionally close to just being netted, and the other one, alright, didn't, but there's something there wanting to get involved in my bait, so, but yeah, so hopefully, probably be dark within the next half hour. Beautiful bit of sunset action, as you can see. Yeah, we just had some beautifully heavy rain coming over, Jesus. Borderline pitch black out here, but it's cleared. Don't know if we're due any more. Fingers crossed we're not. We'll show you the lake, see what's a cooking. So yeah, that's what we're cooking with. There's not really been like, I've seen a couple of fish flop out, but it's more just, you know, a lot of fizzing and bubblage and nonsense going on. So we've got all 3 rods on the sandy bar, from left, middle, right. Spin the rod on the right hand side each time that's got the take. So we got it back out there, got the drone back up there again, just to make sure I was, you know, hitting the right kind of spot, because let's break it down for you. That braid, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or what, but every time I cast that braid out, it just immediately has a ball of tangulation on it, and it just goes out, and I'm like, what the hell? And you bring it back in and it's jeffed, so we've jogged that on. I need to reassess that, so I can't spot out. My catapult broke, so I can't catapult things out. All in all, it's gone really well. It's a stellar session. The only positive is I have got the entire lake to myself. So it's not like I can bait it up a lot to bring them in, but my bait is the only non-natural food that's knocking about in there, so you never know. So there's a lot of general fish commotion going on. But that was literally about 5 minutes ago that ripped off, so we put it straight back out there. Right, what that is, don't know if that picked up on the camera there. That kind of general area is where we're at. When I did send the drone up to have a look, I'll show you now, as you can see, there were fish in the area at the time, feeding or knocking about. They were there. Obviously I've cast my lead out, which will scare them off for a bit, but I'm pretty hopeful they'll come back. And then I'm very confident I've got 3 rigs in 3 positions that are not in weeds, they're not in silt and rubbish, they're all in good spots, visible spots, ready to get boshed. So that's what's going to happen. Yeah, positive attitude. I'm going to catch a fish. Do you believe me? I don't really care, but I'm going to catch a fish, so stay tuned and brace yourselves. Cheers. Rightio people, as you can tell, it's a bit dark. It's about 6 AM. No more fish. Quite disappointed. We had that one more take, but nothing come of it. Horrific night, I'll be honest with you, weather-wise. Savage heavy wind, heavy rain. Luckily it's calm and pleasant now, but my word, I've probably had an hour or 2 sleep maximum. Not ideal, but never mind. Session's over with, like you've seen. We've had a blank, a bit unfortunate. You saw what happened. These things happen, I'm sure you can all relate. You've all been there. For a first visit to a lake in October. I was hoping to at least get one. Unsuccessful, but never mind. I'm just in the middle of the pack, you know, before it starts raining again and it's still a bit windy. Oh dear. Well, it's a tough old sport, this fishing, isn't it, sometimes. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. If anything, if you fish Tricklebrook or have thought about it, give it a look. Showing you around the lake with the old drone quite a bit. If you're a regular down at Tricklebrook, drop down in the comments. Drop me some comments. What's the go-to around here? Is it better to be fishing up in the big bowl bit? Is it better to be fishing up there? Is there a preference on bait? Do they like bright things, natural looking things? Don't know. So I got the one I lost and the kind of other take were both on white wafters. I mean, is that a known remedy? But, you know, but there you go. But if you've never fished Tricklebrook, I'd give it a go. I mean, I know I've been unsuccessful, but it's very pleasant here. You've got decent toilets down there and shower. It does say on the website they do breakfasts. I don't know if that's just a summer thing or all year round thing. I'm not sure. Good facilities. Nice and clean. Quite a lot of the swims have got astroturf down. This one's missing a key central bit that's just caused me quite a bit of slippage, but it's the last one, quite a lot of astro. To be fair, the ones down there have got even more astro, so that's pretty decent. And yeah, the swims are quite nicely spaced out, so you've got quite a private time. It's pretty pleasant. I'll definitely be back here again. So yeah, if you enjoyed the vlog, thanks for stopping by, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you've not already, if you want to stay with the channel, support us, it'd be much appreciated. Drop a like, drop a comment, all that kind of spiel. And yeah, until next time, keep those lines wet. I'll see you next time. Ta-ra.